Okay, Summer on the Farm, block 2 for this will be for May, and this month you will be making the sunflower blocks and the zinnia blocks. So that's these 4 blocks right here. So I'm just going to give you a few quick little tips on that. Okay, this is the sunflower block. Now the fabrics in it look a little different from what you'll have in your kits because I'm making a little table runner here and I wanted to have more of an autumn look, but the technique is all still the same. So got lots of little corners we're putting on our pieces around here. So you're going to have lots of rectangles around here like this, and you're going to sew make 2 triangles on 2 corners of those. And then on the 4 corner ones, you're going to make this little unit like so, and then you will press it out, press these to make it look like that. Now, follow the directions in the pattern for pressing. So on here, you're going to press this one in and this one goes out. And when you do that, these come together very nicely all the way around. The seams will nest each other and then you won't have a lot of bulk. So if you press these all in the right direction, like it shows on the pattern, it'll be a very nice thing. Okay, so now we're going to move to the center of the sunflower block, which is this little patchwork section here. And we have little squares sewing together. Your pattern tells you to sew up or to cut out little squares. You can do that if you want, but I chose to do this method where I cut strips to cross cut them like this, and it just goes together a little more smoothly, I think, but feel free to do it either way you want. The 2 different sunflowers have 2 different centers in them. So this has two prints here. This has 2 different prints here. So you do them separately. On my table runner here, all 3 of my sunflowers are going to have the same center. Okay, so when I do that, I will move this out of the way. I cut that. I'm going to clean up my end here. And then this is going to be cut, let's see, I forget, 1.5 inches. Okay, 1.5 inches. Make sure it's straight. And I'll just keep cutting across here to do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you can cut, this has to go in here. So I need 2 more here. So you could make another strip set that has this on the outsides, but actually I think what I'm just going to do is just take these apart with my seam ripper because I have plenty of fabric. Any way you can make it work. And you'll have to do this to 2 of them, or just cut out 2 little squares to go on the ends of those if that's the way you want to do it. And I'll sew that there. I'll sew another one over here, and then that will be my sunflower center with these little half square triangles in the corners. So you'll cut out 2 little pieces like this to make 2 half square triangles from that, 2 more from this. Sew them up, square them up, and they'll be the right size, and that goes together beautifully in there. And so that's how that gets that effect around the corner, because that blends in with your outside fabrics. So that was a lot of fun to do. And if you notice in your little pattern book, it has a pattern for a table runner there at the end. Now we're going to do the zinnia block, and there are 2 of those. Again, it's not these same fabrics. This goes in my table runner. But you'll have 4 pieces here that are 4 corners that have triangles sewn on them. So that is kind of what you'll do here. You'll press those, again, pressing them in the direction that it tells you to. One of the edges will have the print on it that coordinates with the other inside color of the zinnia flower. And just put that together. Let's see what I have here. I don't know if I have all my pieces or not. This is going to go in the center, and then this will go here, and this here. I'll have 2 more over here when they're finished, and there's the little zinnia flower. So just remember to look for the arrows for the pressing directions, and that was a lot of fun. One more thing I might add, be sure to look for the piece I'm including in there for the sashing squares. Says to cut up squares, but last month I talked about cutting strips and then sewing strips together. You can just put these aside till later if you want, or go ahead and cut your strips. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll do another one next month.